Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Mother, hold our hand, take us across from unreal to real, from darkness of ignorance to the brilliance of light, from death to immortality. Om Peace, Peace, Peace. Today, as ever, we are always trying to find out what else can we go ahead and make Vedanta interesting for our day-to-day life. You know, if you just keep listening to the talks on Vedanta, just listening, if you just keep listening, you will see only the listening part of it. It is just like taking a bath in the river Ganga, you become holy. Just by listening to Vedanta, you continue to change, your mindset changes, and your mind is changing. And suddenly one day, you say, wow, he's talking about me. Vedanta is talking about me, not some thick book in Sanskrit language or literature. It is all about me. So this is spirituality, and as opposed to religion. Religion by all religious processes. They are beautiful, powerful messages of great masters of religion. And there, either God is in the heaven or in the temple or the church or the mosque, and you will see God when you die. So God is a question of equation of time. You will see God in heaven is space. And this is God is not you, not me. God is huge, very powerful, and you and I are so small. And all this is happening within our own mind. So, taking you across, have you realized that this is what is causing the suffering? What is causing suffering? The mano, the mind. So there is Vidyaranya has written a beautiful book about 600 years ago, 6 to 700. He's very famous for the Panchadashi, his work. He's written this book on Mano Nasha, and I will touch upon it. That mind is the one which is what intellect, buddhi, chitta, memory, feelings, and ego. Ego is your identity. I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm 30 years, 15 years, I'm 40 years old. This is and a job and a role that you play. This you have to go beyond. This is Mano Nasha. Why should we go beyond? I'm very happy because all your suffering is because of Buddhi. You say Buddhiman Bano, then how can it be Buddhi? Because your intellect is a sharp knife. It is cutting you, slashing you all the time. What slashes you? From your dearest friend, your husband, your wife, a word from her slashes you. That's the intellectual stuff. So intellect is like a knife. It cuts you. But the knife, if you apply it to the Vedanta, Veda Anta, knowledge, Veda Anta is end of all knowledge, apparent meaning. But the true deep meaning is Veda is the knowledge which cuts through. Anta is the end of a sword, like a knife, cuts through. But when your mind is obscured, then imagine a knife is trying to cut an apple. Apple is stuck to it. Now that knife is no good. You cannot cut anything. Apple is stuck to it. And this is what is happening. Now, understand. This is where in Isha Upanishad, beautiful poem came about, and it reads like Ishavashyam idam sarvam itkinchit jagatya jagat tena tattena muchyota magritha krishna swadenaram. Meaning, all this which moves in the world, everything that moves in the world, anything that is moving, you cover it with God. And you know what Bapu Gandhi, father of our nation, had said? Some of you, I know, are allergic about Gandhi's name, but if you truly read what great studies he had done, what great spiritual messages he had left. So don't get into the controversy, get the message. He said if all Hinduism is lost, but only one poem of Isha Upanishad, this is the first poem, is left, then you will attain perfect enlightenment. And what does it say? Cover everything with God. How do you cover everything with God? Shankaracharya is saying, discover everything. How do you discover everything? By uncovering. Cover, discover, uncover. The truth is already within you and me. And this is where we are missing out. If you and I, through little bit of practices of our meditation, of little yoga, little Kriya Yoga, if we do 15 to 30% of all your dreams and visions for joy, happiness, love, money, good relationship, whatever you want, 15 to 30% as per Vedanta will be granted to you. And this is body. We have a Sthula Sharira. And then we have a Sukshma Sharira. Your your mind, your prana, your jnana, your karana, your ananda. These are the panchakosha. If you can control that mind, then 60% of whatever you want in your life will be granted to you. How? Instantly. This is the promise of the Vedanta. And Vedanta goes ahead and says, if you recognize, understand, and get aligned with the life energy, which is life energy. If something is missing from me, I'm dead. You say, yes, that is life. What is that life energy? It is the consciousness, that consciousness, Chaitana, with which you are seeing me, listening to me, hearing me, making deductions. It's like the washerman who had found the diamond in his hand and he used to use it for scrubbing his clothes. In the ancient times, they used to take clothes to the river and scrub it, clean it, dry it in the rocks, and then bring it back and iron it and give it over to you after 3-4 days. He was using a wonderful looking stone for scrubbing. One day he thought, let me take it to my friend, vegetable vendor, ask him, how does he think of it? Because he used to feel nice holding it. But he used to leave it in the dhobi garden. This day he took it. And the vegetable vendor said, it looks very nice. I'll give you 10 kgs of brinjal. You give me that stone. Luckily the worshipman didn't give him. He went to the goldsmith. Goldsmith said, it looks very expensive. Where did you get it? Give it to me. I'll give you lots of gold. He said, no, tell me who can tell me what stone is it. He said, go to my diamond friend. He's a stone specialist. And he goes to the diamond man, and diamond man said, my God, I've never seen such a big diamond in my life. And imagine, that diamond was always with the worshipman, and he was using it for scrubbing clothes. You and I have that diamond, that Chaitanya, Shivoham, Shivoham, Chidaranda Rupoham. That is that Nityaham, Buddhaham. That Nitya, Buddha, Chitya, Shiva is that consciousness. And all you have to do is become aware. If you are aware, 100% of whatever you want in your life, it will be yours. Just imagine. Have you realized why human babies are so fragile? Do you know why? Because this body is not important. Yes, body is important for us to grow with it and use it as an application to get our lifetime goal. Understand? Body is important, mind is important, intellect is important, but this is not me. That is not me. Aham Brahmasmi, Mahi Brahmahu. Shwetaketu is asking, and his father Angiraj is saying, Tat Tvam Asi, you are that. That is that consciousness, Chetana, Vedantic word. If you just align yourself with it, just by knowing a little bit. Now look carefully. All the animals, all the plants, they're conscious. They also have consciousness, but limited. A tiger is driven by this nature. Tiger is driven by instinct. Instinctively feels hungry, produces children, kills things and eats them. A tiger is not worried what happens if I become a pussycat in somebody's home. Funny. Tiger will become a tiger because instinct driven. An apple plant will produce apple. It will not produce mangoes or jackfruit. But did you notice that the human beings are created with enormous possibility? There is birth and there is death. All life form has a birth, beginning, and death, end. Human beings have no end. Birth, yes, you come into being with a body and a mind, but no end. What do you mean? We will not die? No, no. The body will die. But I'm not the body. Yeah, of course I'm the body. Just think. Steve Jobs is dead. His body is dead. Is he dead? Bertrand Russell, Freud, are they dead? Darwin, is he dead? And now look at the spiritual leader, Vivekananda, Ramana Maharshi, or Paramahansa Ramakrishna, Yogananda, Ramana Maharshi, or Babaji, or Mahavir Jain, Guru Nanak, Guru Gobind Singh, Buddha. Are they dead? No, their body is dead. The human being can become, whether material world or Isaac Newton is not dead. Till today, the top physician. Einstein is not dead. His body is dead. Louis Pasteur is not dead. So you can become immortal. The human being has infinite possibility. Being a human is the best gift that you and I can have. In which, this is where, because you're wanting to being, human being, you don't say tiger being, rabbit being, elephant being. Funny, no? It's only human being. And human being can become. Being to become. What? Anything. You choose. And that you do when you go beyond that mind. Your intellect is buddhi. Buddhi is cutting you and creating suffering and desires. And we need to go beyond that mind. Have you realized if your intelligence is very low, you were called Buddhu in the school days? That is also word with Buddhi, the Buddhu. Very little intelligence. A worm does not suffer much. Where is the suffering? It's pretty happy. Or a very poor people living very poor poverty. Yes, they have food problem, water problem, and maybe money problem. But they're not suffering that much. But look at the world suffering today. All the wars, the killing people is all from intellectual, isn't it? The Buddhiman are the ones of the world's biggest problem creator, isn't it? And now what's the other side? Buddhi, Buddhu, and Buddha. Buddha, Bu is the intelligence, and Dha is Adha, who's gone beyond that mind, that Manonashak. And this is what it tells you, that our suffering is nothing else but self-created. It is our creation. Understand? So, if you can create suffering, for yourself, self-creation. We are the ones, I want this, I want that, and I don't get it, I don't get that, and I am suffering. You can also create joy, isn't it? One moment of suffering can be transformed to one moment of happiness. If you can create one moment of happiness, just be happy this moment. There's a beautiful message Sister Teresa had said. A sad nun is a bad nun. A sad monk is a bad monk. Think, you and I cannot be sad. What do you mean cannot be sad? We are suffering. This is the point. To go beyond the mind is the process by yoga, chitta, vritti, duksha, nirodha. This life energy, you can create that consciousness with which anything. And what happens is, because we are disconnected like the diamond with the washerman, we don't know the diamond with us. We are not aligned with it, not aware of it, not aware. You are using it all the time for eating, sleeping, bodily fun, enjoyment, playing, learning, schooling, colleging, writing, reading, anything, watching TV. You are using that consciousness. Without that, you and I will be dead. But we are not aware of it, like the washerman with the diamond. The moment washerman came to be aware, all his suffering vanished. He got crores of rupees from the diamond merchant. The moment you get connected to it, 100% of whatever you wish, you will get connected. What are we doing? Because we are half alive, because we think I am only mind, a body, a name. Robbin Ghosh is this, and this is me. We are half alive. The full alive is who is aware of the consciousness. Since I am not, what is happening? I try to want to be full. To be full now, what do? I go shopping, drinking, drugs, smoking, and relationship after relationship. Seeking. I want to climb Mount Everest. It's not bad to climb Mount Everest. But why am I doing it? To feel complete. Dancing away to glory. It's not bad in dancing. But what am I doing? To feel complete. But completion, you can do all of them by knowing I'm complete. You create much better. This is what it means, is that being half alive. In this, just imagine, you have such wonderful time available to us in human life, but we are spending it away with suffering, sickness, illness, loneliness, lack of togetherness. We are suffering from everything. You are lonely, you get married, and then you know what happens. You don't have money, you're suffering from poverty. You get more money, you're suffering from more money now. You're thick and thin, you start to eat to put on weight, and now you're obese. You're suffering from that now. So we are suffering from almost everything, human being. And this is a message for you and me, that you can choose to be joyful or choose to be sad. Why should we choose to be sad? This is why is yoga, chitta, vritti, duksha, nirodha. So with bhakti yoga, with love for God, surrender to God. With karma yoga, selfless work for your family members, for the people, enjoy just selfless. Forget about your own gain. With Raja Yoga, meditation, silence your mind. So with that, what happens? TV is disturbing. Pull off the plug. Switch off the TV. Yoga is telling you. Which yoga? Patanjali Hatha Yoga. Raja Yoga is telling you. Go into Samadhi. Silence your mind. Advaita Vedanta said that is correct. It will happen. But what happens when you come out of Samadhi? Your bank loan, your house rent is still pending. Your bad husband, bad wife, bad neighbor is still there. So now, what is Advaita Vedanta saying? Watch the TV, have fun with the life, purify yourself, stop telling lies, take care of the other people, and just know it's only a movie. No, it's only a movie. Watching, supposing I want to watch the TV screen, I can switch up the TV, there will be no picture, I will see the screen. Another one is an Advaita Vedanta way. I watch the movie I'm watching, but I know it cannot play unless the TV screen is there. Same way, I know I'm a Vedantist. I cannot face this world. I cannot utilize my name, my body, my form, my intellect, my ego, my memory, unless I am conscious. I cannot listen. I cannot watch. I cannot taste, touch, do nothing unless I'm conscious. Can I do anything if I'm in coma, lying in the hospital? Very little consciousness. And zero consciousness, I'm dead. So, this is called mind dissolution. We will be covering more in detail, called Manolaya, Vidyaranna wrote that. Manonasha. Manolaya, Manonasha. And there is another one, Vasunakshaya, the killing of the desires. And this is what is Vidyaranna, famous for Panchadashi. Now, understood the movie of the screen? The enlightenment, when you're enlightened, it has two sides. One is that you are enlightened and you see the light within, which is the consciousness within. You see the light within. With eyes open, with eyes closed. See that consciousness in everyone, God in everyone. As per Taittiriya Upanishad is saying, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahman. If that Brahman is Ishvara, is consciousness, is Chaitana. That is one. When you get enlightened, you see that light, you see the Brahman within you and within everyone. And the other one, there are two sides. The other side is you feel so light. Even in the thickest of the problem, you are not suffering. So, I've told you all this story many times. Paramahansa Ramakrishna, 3-4 days to go before he left his body from terminal throat cancer, Hari Maharaj comes, Surya Maharaj later on, comes and says, Thakur, how are you feeling today? Come on, Acho. Thakur says, I'm not feeling like, can't eat, can't even drink water, it is pouring away to glory, can't drink water. And Hari Maharaj said, but you are looking as if you are in joy, in Ananda. This is one part. Ramakrishna Paramahansa smiled and said, rascal has caught me, shala dhore peleche, pakad liya mere ko. Another part, some days later, Hari Maharaj says, do you really, Thakur, feel all this pain of the cancer? Thakur says, what a funny question. Enlightenment is not of the body. Enlightenment is of the mind. And this is what is the Manonasha, that is what I'm talking about. That is the understand. It becomes, when Manolaya, Manonasha, a dissolution of the mind. We'll cover more in detail on the next one. Remember, on the Sunday, Swami Vivekananda is saying, somebody asked him, you are a monk, you're a sannyasi. How come you are always cracking joke? Always laughing. Swami Vivekananda says, it is not always I am laughing. I don't laugh when I have a tummy ache. Then I call mommy, mother. I call mother when my stomach pain. Otherwise, I'm laughing when I'm a monk. So, I am serious when I have a stomach problem. So, there are two sides to this reality of enlightenment. One is absolute reality of existence, when you become one. That is called pratibhatika. And the other is vyavaharika. The vyavaharika, I'm watching TV. I know the screen is the cause because of which I watch the TV. I can watch it. Screen wasn't there, I wouldn't be able to watch it. And pratibhatika, that is, I know it is because of the consciousness with which Jai Guru. We'll see you on Sunday. Jai Guru.